It's the pinnacle of the game, really, and that's where we want to be.
In the quest for the last spot at the 2023 Rugby World Cup, 2 teams remain undefeated.
Whoever's in qualifier, you're going to be disappointed.
Both the USA and Portugal have seen off the challenges of Hong Kong and Kenya.
Winning it's what we have in mind, it's our goal, and we're really confident that we can make it.
But for the two sides meeting in the final round, the stakes couldn't be higher.
There definitely are consequences if we don't qualify, and I'm doing my best not to think about them.
With the tournament reaching its conclusion,
it's been like 12 years I play for this game, for this day. Of course we can win.
There was only one last chance to dream.
So hit the space bar. Where do you want to start?
Lovely moment there for Portugal, David. So both teams about to get their World Cup campaign underway. And it is Portugal to kick off.
I was 14, 15 in 2007. Yeah, I remember I got to watch with my dad Portugal against Scotland and against New Zealand. I saw the New Zealand game on the stadium, and we scored a try against New Zealand like that. I scored like against New Zealand with the pick and go, with all the stadium pushing the team. It was amazing. It was a great moment, and like I said before, since this moment I dreamed to have the same chance, the same opportunity to play again a World Cup. And now in France, it's just, we always talk about that with my friends. Well, it will be nice to have a World Cup. You remember how they do in 2007. So now if you have the chance to get it there and do the same for some kids, we will be amazing. And I think that's rugby. When you dream with something and after you get in, it's just amazing.
For Portugal, 2007 marks the high point in their rugby history, their sole appearance to date at a World Cup. But with 2 bonus point wins in the opening 2 rounds, the current squad are in confident mood about forging their own legacy.
The 2007, it's in our mind because the guys grow up with the team. So I think it's on our part of their mind, and it's important because they want to do the same thing to be important for the country.
Portuguese rugby today is ready to go to another stage because we have good clubs, we have like rugby in all Portugal, we have good coach. The Portugal rugby is much better now, it's really organized. So I think if you get qualifying for World Cup in France, the Portuguese rugby really can improve to another dimension.
Now in Dubai that we are all together for quite 3 weeks, we can be more confident in all the things that we can do together. What will be very important for us is to not show any weakness for this game, but it will be very difficult.
We have to say thanks to Brazil to be here because we bring our team to the best level, and it's been a long time Portugal don't play this kind of game. You know, we can do better, and we are a great team and we really trust on us. He is a really nice guy, and he wait a lot from our team and from our backline.
Our national team is a mix of players playing in Portugal, which all of them are amateur. They have other professions like doctors, lawyers, and then you also have a few players playing in France. And I think this mixture is very good for us as it gives us some of the experience that the French players have because they used to play in a high demanding level. But on the other side, it also brings the chemistry and the fast rugby that Portuguese players bring because they're used to play together since they're kids. So it's very good for us to have this mix of players.
Atravessa-te! Estás à minha frente, CP!
Their defense sometimes are a bit narrow, and so we're trying to use the width, just how we play, to play with a strong backline and to move the ball. It's just moving the ball fast and playing with the backs, using our counter-attack and playing with the width that makes us a very fast team and very, very good.
Atravessa, Jay. Atravessa, Jay. Eu. Sai, Sam.
We all decide the best way to beat US or another team is be ourselves, play our game and try to do our stuff properly. So we really think if we play our rugby, if you get strong on the defense and you can stop some our strong players, we have a really chance to get the win. So we don't really change anything. We just try to work hard in our strongest and be ready to the game.
We generally call it battle sim, which is essentially our night before, and we run through in our minds how and where in the field we want to play and what we want to play. So we try and pick up that intensity that has a similar feel to game day, and we just sort of get clarity, detail, a small sense of energy to get excited for game day. For us, this is the culmination of a lot of work. Some failure, in the past to put us here, which only creates more drive, and we're looking forward to every bit of tomorrow and the occasion that is ahead of us.
It's a 50-50 match. We know how the United States play. We know their qualities on World Rugby ranking. I think we're really close to each other, and it's gonna be a 50-50 game. We're just looking to play our fast rugby, and I think if we get really fast rugby, we'll be good. We know that we have pressure, and the pressure is on both sides. I think we cannot get too nervous, because otherwise we'll be overthinking about the game and about ourselves. We just need to focus. I know it's the game of our lives, but on the other hand, it's one more rugby game, so we just need to be calm and focused, I think.
1, 2, 3, go!
On the game day, I like to put my headphone on my head and stay focused on the game, but it's something to excited me because it's a really big moment for us to play this game. So I'm excited to before the game. I think about the game or something can do it in a game. Better for me to be excited.
It's a big game, like they all are. Like I feel if we can avoid sort of chasing the future and what's to come from a result of this game, it will completely interfere with how we execute. So the mindset is when we get the opportunity to go there, we're going there to fire shots and perform at our absolute best and leave no stone unturned.
Of course we believe. It's been like 12 years I play for this game, for this day, so of course we can win.
Tá? Bora até o fim.
Both USA and Portugal have 2 bonus point wins at the tournament so far, so it's winner takes all tonight, but it is worth noting that a draw would be enough for Portugal to qualify as they lead the way on points difference. And here they come, Portugal and the USA. A place in the Rugby World Cup in France is the prize. It promises to be compelling. The stakes are high for a place in the big show. They had a free hit, they'll go back for the penalty. AJ McGinty's 35th cap for the USA has a chance to take the initiative in this qualifier final. Makes good contact and gets the 3 points. Just the start the USA were looking for. They lead Portugal by 3 points to 0. So talented. Lazique shoots out of the line. This is Portugal's game. They've made the error, but they've got the penalty. And there we have it. A bit of afters, some players coming in.
Listen, what's happened is the pass has actually gone, you've followed through, and you've still lifted him and put him in a dangerous position, okay? It's a yellow card. Yeah.
Nate Alsberger will head to the sideline for 10 minutes. 2 tries last week. Yellow card this.
And normally you would argue that a yellow card to the winger is the least effective way of destructing your defence because it's someone that's out wide. But when you've got a potency of Portugal, you've got to be very cautious.
Tajer throws to Sequeira. Here's Marks out the back. Porteia over the top to Guedes. Storti! Rafael Astorti scores for Portugal. Pipaletti. Nicked away by Portugal, but illegally so. AJ McGinty to get the USA back within a point as we tick down to half-time, and he gets what he came for.
Half-time.
It's been captivating, it's been compelling, we knew it would be. Portugal leading the USA 10-9 at the break. Work to do for a team that's only ever missed one Rugby World Cup in history. 40 minutes from a Rugby World Cup. Little chip in behind this time from Marks, just using some variety. Ausberger does well to get away from Storti. Penalty, Portugal.
Look at the concentration.
Samuel Marks, straight and true. And they lead the USA now by 13 points to 9. Pick and go once more. Benasso to Hasa Lizike. He's the focal point. Doesn't get there. Big defense from Lima. Slow ball for the USA. Pipaletti! He's over the line. And boy, didn't the USA need that. They are in front in the qualifier final. Remember, a draw's enough for the European side.
The point you just made is really important there, that a penalty would be enough for Portugal. The draw would see them through.
Out the back this time to Vincent Pinto. They're playing pretty narrow here, Portugal, not using much width. Marks, the penalty advantage. USA are off their feet. That's what they were looking for. 3 points the difference. Geronimo Portella, it's a free hit with the drop goal. He's made pretty decent contact. It's off the upright. Goodness me, that would have put Portugal in the Rugby World Cup. We're going to go back for the penalty advantage, and they're going to have another opportunity to do exactly that. So here we go. Samuel Marks with a kick from, I'd say, about 35 metres out to put Portugal in the Rugby World Cup in France. It's straight down the pipe. Marks for Portugal. They've done it! Portugal are on their way to the Rugby World Cup in France 2023. They have beaten the USA on the final play. Os Lobos, the Wolves, have won it in Dubai.
To be honest, I have no words to describe it. It's an amazing feeling. It's just, we've been working for this so hard for so long. We did so many sacrifices in our life and so many efforts, and hard work just pays off. We're just astonished by what happened today, and proud of the Portuguese rugby, and proud of our community back home. For us, it's perfect day.